To the minister of the town of saints, and the cathedral therein. Greetings. I am the representative of the Silent Hand, who has been tasked with investigating recent troubling reports. These range from discrepancies in bookkeeping to what can only be described as a incumbent conspiracy. I trust that I shall find not only you to be cooperative, but operating well within proper parameters. Sincerely, Silas Creed.
Welcome to the Tomes of Time! I'm the timekeeper, and here are my victims. Players, who will now introduce themselves and who they are playing as, and you can check them out at their respective TikToks and or other platforms, starting with our Assassin.
As mentioned, I am the Christian Assassin, and I am playing Garrett Arten, a member of the Silent Hand, derived from the Assassin's Creed video games. Not sponsored.
Nala Moore, and I'm playing Niela Volcane, the barbarian of the group.
And in this corner, weighing in on topics theological and culinary, it's...
I am Captain Sean, the Butcher Edinburgh. I'm played by this knucklehead named Kyle St. Andrews. I'm trying to get everyone to get on the sea, and I cannot get no one to get on the sea with me.
Yeah, they just don't.
It would help if we had a boat, Captain.
All right.
I do. We got one in a bottle, I think, somewhere.
Who can tell me where we last left our heroes?
We last left our heroes in the town of Saints, though the name is quite misleading for the people who actually live there. My character decided to go and do some searching for some incriminating evidence, first at the docks upon arrival of the town, and then later that evening in the industrial district, wherein he found evidence of a black market. Not only evidence, but also found said black market, and was able to find evidence that the Festival of the Detestable, a suspected front for human trafficking, or rather, slave trafficking, as not all the slaves are human. But he found evidence to this and reported back to his friends, in which there is still no evidence of the Draconic Empire still having any hand within this trafficking ring. And I believe we were also just about to go to bed.
Yes. With one final word from the tavern's keeper, Deacon, reminding the captain, or not reminding, but rather suggesting to the captain, as any server of drinks or connoisseur of drinks might know, that a good bottle deserves to be opened. As You all settle in to bed for the night, the day's activities, and wagon lag, since jets don't exist, of a day-long travel take you all through the wall window, hear the soft musings of various bards throughout the town busking and carrying on. And you all settle into bed. Would you all please roll wisdom checks for me? Ahoy there, lad.
Aye.
Okay. One
Ouch.
second.
I am dead. I am not good.
You're not dead. You're just rolling for what happens as you sleep.
I think I rolled a nat 20.
How do you have -1 for your wisdom save?
Superstition.
As you drift off to sleep, songs lull you into that wonderful realm of REM sleep. Garrett, you have a sort of callback to the days of training to be an assassin. But try as you might, the floors, the walls, the roofs are made out of what seems like shale or quicksand or materials that you just keep failing to get purchase on. You keep falling, you keep failing. That is your night.
Man, that spell check fail last session really got to me.
Thinking. Random access memory running low. Niella, you have a dream of. Are you familiar with your world from like graduation type ceremonies from colleges?
She doesn't know what college is. Liam.
Fair.
They had graduation ceremonies after they won tournaments and became gladiators.
You're seeing one. And as you look around for who is the champion, your eyes are drawn lower as you see it's Carmichael.
Oh my god. He's a little gladiator.
Emotional damage.
Captain, the dream that comes to you is less. Oh, right. Inspiration for recapping. Inspiration for Cute Dragon. Captain, you, rather than have a dream, it is as if you are directly reliving the memory of the one time that your ship downed an enemy vessel. And
I'm sorry, you said the one time?
you relive is a particular instance. And
Okay.
you're reliving all of the emotions and the adrenaline. Perhaps a conversation you had with a certain someone afterward. As you all come to the next morning, you hear sort of the strange chittering, like the sound of someone shivering as you look over, both Donatello and Rafa are laying in their bedrolls, skin clammy and slightly paler than they ought, and they seem to be in some sort of a sickly daze. What do you do?
What do I do? Well, I go check on them. I walk up and try to wake them.
Okay. They do not wake. Would you like to try to perform a medicine check to determine what's wrong with them?
Sure.
All right. You could roll a medicine check for me.
Give me a minute. Here it is.
Okay. Yeah, as far as you can tell, it doesn't seem like they're in danger. In terms of this isn't a progressive illness that is going to lead to their death. I bet they seem to have come down with something, and they are still fairly unconscious. It's as if they're stuck in a bad dream. And you cannot manage to wake them up at this time.
I said we leave them to there. You said it's Rafa and Donnie, right?
Yep.
They had a rough day before. We let them sleep in.
Donatello for sure, because he's having an existential crisis right now.
The day is yours. Carpe diem. You hear a bustle from downstairs as it's about breakfast time.
Yeah, go
No, let's
downstairs.
Pardon?
Nella's gonna go down to eat.
All right. There's
I am
people
also going to go downstairs.
There's people having pancakes, flapjacks, waffles, eggs. Hopefully you don't know what bacon looks like, but
We've talked about this.
oh,
She's eaten bacon before.
okay, never mind. You see bacon. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Anyways, yeah. There's some people are having their meals a little Winston Churchill style. Some people look like they're clearly just getting started on day drinking, including Honest Tom, who's found his way back into the tavern and is off in a corner.
For Honest Tom, it's not day drinking, it's just he's just dehydrated and now he needs his version of water.
Nella is going to get some bacon, and she also notices that her flask of beer that she brought from home is low, so she's going to try and find an adequate replacement for it.
Okay. Deacon is behind the bar as per usual. Just kind of wiping it with a towel. Looks at you. How may I help you?
Yes, I'd like some bacon, and also, what kind of alcohol do you have?
He kind of cocks a furred brow. Yes. That can come right up. Well, we have a few things on tap. You looking for something strong?
Yes.
I have Galamy, but it just so happens that the Galamy is running low. I was supposed to receive a shipment, but it seems to have disappeared. You and your friends seem resourceful type. If you could poke around and find it for me, I'll split it with you. 50-50. Galamy is a very fine ale. Would you like a sample?
Yes.
Yeah, brings up a little. From before, it's just like a very fine, well-designed bottle. Kind of uncorks it, pours a little in a shot glass, and gives it over to you. As you knock it back, it's different from Matalong, but it for an ale, it sure packs a punch.
Wait, I had to do a save for that. When I drank that, why don't she?
You want to roll a con save?
I mean, it's only fair, sure. She's used to drinking very strong stuff, but I assume Arton is.
To a degree, yeah.
There is some sort of particulate in there that's a little rubs you the wrong way, but otherwise you manage to palate it.
It is good. I will find the rest of it, and we, just as you say.
Sounds like a deal. And what can I get the rest of you?
Just some coffee, if you have any.
Black, cream.
Cream and sugar, please.
And you, Captain. He gives you another partial salute.
I'll take some tea or some water, whatever you have.
Oh, we have the finest tea. Just imported from Valen. They have some of the most divine plants. Yes, I will brew something up for you right away. And he goes over, starts brewing the two things at once. Eventually comes back with both of your drinks. He gives you basically like a matcha tea.
Okay.
How much for all the drinks?
Oh, no. When you pay for a room, refreshments are included. We don't provide lunch, though.
Not a problem. Now,
We just take stuff to go then.
Could, certainly. I don't have any containers to put the food in. You'll have to provide that yourself, I'm afraid. People normally dine in.
Well, I got a bottle with a ship in it.
You do. Any plans? I am curious what my patrons do with their knickknacks.
I'm sure you are.
Well, especially a bottle, you know. Every good bottle deserves to be uncorked.
It's a model boat.
But I perhaps said too much.
It's not real. Whatever. I have a question.
Yeah.
The ale. Do you usually get it imported, or do you purchase it from around here?
So, there are no dwarven breweries around here, I'm afraid. No, yes, they are imported from Cambria. Yeah.
Do they come in from the north, south, east,
My supplier goes through the docks.
the docks?
Yes.
Yours. What's the name of your supplier?
But I don't think the conspiracy is in the supplier. That's someone intercepting it.
I'm aware. I merely wish to ask around the docks to see if anyone else has seen your supplier, or might know of his whereabouts.
I'm not sure.
You don't know the name of your own supplier?
No, I'm not sure that anyone would be that familiar. A lot of mixed cargo from different suppliers come on ships. That's what manifestos are for, knowing what goes where, to whom. But certainly a parcel marked to the gather in should be recognizable enough. Certainly hope the
Well.
crew didn't steal it. Probably not. Probably. Very
Then
unprofessional.
what, they tell, is the name of the ship in which you get your stock?
Again, it depends. It tends to be through freelance shippers. All sorts of mixed cargoes.
What time was it
Not
meant to...
making our job easy.
What was that? Dear?
What time was it to arrive here?
It should have arrived sometime this week, but it has not, unfortunately. I order, at the rate it sails, a crate every month. This is not the first time it's gone missing, but with the shortage I'm having currently, it's a bad time for it to go missing. So again, help me out. Scratch my back, I scratch yours. And by scratch yours, I mean give you half a crate of Gallamy ale. The finest ale that the dwarves have ever crafted. Almost the only ale dwarves have ever crafted. But they are very proud folk about it.
I want more information on the silent market as well.
Oh, what would you like to know?
That we will come to if we find the ale.
Okay then. Sure. Well, I have some tables to bus. And you have whatever your fancies are.
Alright. Well, I'm going to finish my coffee and I am going to go to the docks. Try and find anything.
I'm gonna go with them.
I won't go to the docks too.
I'm gonna
Alright.
steal shit.
You make your way to the docks. Commenter, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. That's what's with the accents.
Duh.
Steven, you said the name of the inn was the what?
The Gather Inn.
The Gather Inn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, play on words. Love those.
Keep exploring. I have many more.
Oh, I do not doubt.
There's more blank caverns where that came from. So you make your way down to the docks. As it's the start of the day, it's a little more busy than it was yesterday. Cam. Be careful, there's always a bigger fish. So yeah, you make your ways to the docks. It's in its normal swing of production. The Reichfaust, the grand Pelorian Imperial ship, is still docked. In the light, you can better see it is a nice redwood frame, moored with gold and brass and silver filigrees.
Is this still docked right here?
It is still docked, yes, and it has an image, almost like a church icon, of a woman as sort of the ships. What's it called? Where they normally have an image of like a dragon or a person.
Oh, that's the figurehead.
Something you've kind of seen around churches, sort of a Mother of the Messiah figure on the ship.
No, Captain, we are not stealing that ship.
I'm not thinking about it. We got too many guns.
Mm-hmm.
It does actually. It looks like you can see over what barely you can see over the railings from your angle. There's almost what looks like the top side of a rather large cannon running along the main of the ship on deck.
So it's a super weapon. Got it.
I mean,
So
Okay.
I'm going to go around the docks asking who was the latest freelance cargo.
Okay. Investigation and persuasion. And while you're doing that, Captain, you were about to say something?
all I was going to say is the only thing I might be interested in taking for the ship is just to cut a corner off one of their flags, but I'm not interested in the Palorian flag.
Yeah, it's also heavily guarded, especially at the daytime. Alright.
So they did good investigation.
Yeah,
Terrible
not good
at persuasion.
You ask around, a lot of people are barely interested in even talking to you. You get most of the same answer that you were doing before. It's just there's all sorts of freelance people that, especially dock workers, don't even really hardly ever know the captains or crew. Though you do find what do you find? You do find evidence that the ship certainly made it to dock. So it would seem to you that the theft happened in transit between the dock and its actual intended destination. Nella, what are you investigating for?
Does was it called Galamede?
Yes.
Does it have a very distinct smell?
Very, very distinct. It is a very pungent, very long distilled. Dwarves live a few hundred years. They are very patient people with their craftsmanship in every shape and form.
Did she try sniffing out any remnants of it being around there?
Okay.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Every now and then, some heads are turned. You hear some old elf go, "Tigri? I thought I'd see one still." There's all sorts of smells all over the place. You find a pile of, not a pile, but every now and then you do find the remnants of a broken bottle or cargo, and none of it smells quite the same.
I wish to attempt to find the dock foreman.
Okay, you can find that easy enough, as there's a sort of a postmaster's office.
Can I go back to the bar and ask Deacon for that bottle that he showed me?
You can, yes. Yeah, as you do that, as you walk by the postmaster's office, the assassin himself makes it in there, and the postmaster is just kind of there looking over, doing a bit of filing work on ship manifestos.
Do I know the name of the ship that brought it in?
You do not.
Dang it. Alright, so I go to the dock foreman, and I say...
The rather well-built Triton kind of looks and goes, "May I help you?"
Yes. I am looking for a case of... What was it again? What's the name?
Gallon ale.
I'm looking for a case of Galamine ale that was meant to go to the Gather Inn.
Oh, the Gather Inn. Yes, a lot of stock comes through here for them. Let me see. Do you know about the time the shipment should have arrived?
He said the owner said that it should have arrived sometime this week, but he never received this specific shipment.
I'm very sorry. Do enjoy Deacon's service. Very good.
I need the name of the vessel that carried it, please.
The paperwork here says that a shipment was received from the Sad Hag, and all the paperwork is filled out here for it to have gone on delivery to him. It must have been taken or lost in transit, I'm afraid. My sincerest condolences.
Is the Sad Hag still here?
Oh, no. She's gone down to Andor.
Andor.
Is there any other thing I can do to help you?
Is it possible that that either one of the dock hands or perhaps even the soldiers from the Imperial ship might have either confiscated or stolen it?
Well, if the Empire did it, then they falsified reports. If the Dark Hands did it, must have as well. Just very unfortunate. I picked a fair selection of these people myself. I trust them.
How long has the Imperial ship been docked here?
Not long now. They were previously at Andal as well.
When did this shipment arrive?
Would have arrived Sunda just 3 days ago. But, according to the paperwork, it did.
And what day did the Imperial ship arrive?
Oh. What day did y'all leave? Well, about the same time. A little earlier. Ships come in and out of port all the time.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Nella, you secure a bottle for yourself. Or actually, it's a sample. He's not going to give you the whole thing.
I wanted to do something specific with it.
Oh, okay. So
see if he would allow me to pour the contents of the special bottle into something else, so that she can just carry around the empty bottle to show people.
He goes in the back and he brings out an already empty bottle for you.
Oh, that works.
I'm still at the dock.
Yeah. What are you up to?
Well, I'm curious about my bottle.
Okay.
Everybody keeps bringing it up and talking about it. I know that the assassin knew a little bit about what the bottle was, possibly. So I'm waiting for him to get back because I want to ask him a question.
Well, I think that was out of character knowledge that he was voicing.
Oh no, that was in character, and that was also Garrett being skeptical as to whether or not it was an actual, like, someone magically put the ship into a bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to look around for him, he's still at the postmaster, so you should be able to find him easy enough.
Well, he shows him right here beside me, but I don't know where the postmaster is.
This is fairly theater of the mind with a little direction. We'll say you can find him easy enough.
Well, I see him, and I run up to him, and I ask, would it be a wise idea to open this bottle here at this dock?
No, not at all.
So I'd go further out in the water.
Captain, how closely have you taken a look at the ship?
I've looked at it, but I cannot tell what. I mean, naturally it's small, and I cannot tell if it's a brigadier or a galleon or a special, but I know it's a ship.
I'll say, given what happened last night, now that you're looking at it, can you roll me a insight and no, roll me a history check.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's still eluding you.
Captain, I'm pretty sure that is nothing but I'm pretty sure it's nothing but a souvenir. I don't think it's an actual ship in a bottle.
Well, the deacon thinks that it might be something.
The song "Ship in a Bottle" starts playing in the background. This is a
The
ship.
deacon-
You are the captain.
The deacon is not to be trusted.
Nella, what are you up to?
She's walking around the dock with the empty bottle of Galamede and asking people if they know where she can get more of it because the Gather Inn is out.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Ooh.
You find this very young plucky, it looks like he's a new hand at the docks, barely older than the paper boy that y'all met the other day. And he kind of takes you aside to a darker corner of the docks. He goes, I was working Sundal, and I saw the kind of crate that normally has that stuff in it. I know because one broke open once before. It wasn't my fault, I swear. It just fell off the cart, and as soon as the cart was outside of the docks district, a small group of people came by it and stopped the cart, and there was some discussion, and someone went around the back, and he walked off with something. Maybe it was that. So maybe if they took it, they have it.
Around the back where?
Of the cart. They were in the middle of the street, but it's so busy, people get pickpocketed and luggage stolen all the time around here. It's a very corrupt town. I wish I could
Do
leave.
you know where they might have taken it?
No. No, I don't.
Which direction were they headed in?
They came from that way, and he points west, and they went back that way.
He's just gonna go that way. Like,
Okay.
pat his head and shoot away.
Hey, please don't tell the dockmaster about any of this. Yeah, I'll lose my job.
I don't even know you, so it wouldn't matter anyway. Bye.
He perks up at that. Holly, we can certainly tend to that. I believe most of us aren't comfortable praying on live. Kyle has a prayer list he can add that to. Alright. What are y'all doing?
I'm gonna sniff out this alcohol.
I'm gonna look around and comment. Where is Nella? I swear, she's almost like Carmichael and disappears all the time.
Yeah, this 5-foot-tall pink bipedal pig just walks around and disappears. Insane.
Captain, anything you want to try doing?
Sorry, I'm distracted. I've got a dozen messages. I got to handle something right now. Someone is I'll fill you in a second. Someone has caused a lot of trouble right this second, and I don't want to bring it into here.
Oh.
They're spying in here, causing trouble, and they're saying we're involved in satanic stuff.
Wow.
And he's called out my manhood on this whole situation. So I'm gonna go handle him. Sorry, I hate to bow out, but
yeah, no, that's
I
perfectly understand. All right. What's the duo doing?
Well,
I'm just kind of going in the direction that the kid pointed in. Are there any signs of maybe a broken bottle or something that looks the same?
So as you go up the road a little and investigate, can't really find anything.
is she going into the waterfront housing district or the South Market district?
It'd be west, so East Market kind of territory. Whoop, that's the very wrong button.
That's the east.
No?
Then why is the East Market going west? Or in the west? That's why I'm confused. Going west would be going the opposite direction.
Because that should actually say west. I don't know why it says east. Dealing with mental health issues. I see. I'm sorry for that. I hope you get better. I certainly pray for you, but again, we don't really do public prayer. Hey, Christina. Okay. Is the assassin taking part in the search?
Well, he doesn't know where Nella is. He was busy talking to the captain as she was doing her thing.
I mean, there's really one main way in and out of the docks, so you probably could have seen her walk by.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to catch up with her.
Okay. So you journey into the West Market?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You just find all short. These are very high-end shops that you're finding, like boutiques and places where you can get clothes tailored. fine jewelry, fine glassware.
Fine liquor.
There are a few shops, yeah.
That's a good place to start.
Mhm.
I go into one shop.
Okay.
I'll go into another one.
And when I go in, I check to see if they carry the ale in question.
As you look around, they don't sell ale here. They carry wines, whiskeys, all sorts of hard liquor.
In which case, I walk right back out.
Okay.
And I move on to the next one.
You find the Captain's Quarters Inn, where it's a very fine dining restaurant.
Also a place that would potentially carry the ale.
As you go in, there is a person behind the desk with a list and a fine suit, billowed tie.
Is it morning or afternoon?
It is morning, heading towards noon.
Good morning. I wish to speak to someone who procures things for this establishment.
He looks at you and then at Nella, at which point he cocks an eyebrow.
We're My name is Garrett. We are conducting a private investigation for the Gather Inn. We merely have a few questions.
Do you have a badge?
No. Consider this a favor for a friend.
I'm sorry. We only permit law to conduct such investigations. So if you'd like to make a reservation.
I am going to take out 5 gold and surreptitiously slide it across the desk.
Bribery is against the law, sir.
He's gonna walk past him.
Hey, no, stop! You cannot go in there!
I have a...
The door is locked into the dining
And
hall.
I just swipe my gold back up and
to bust the door in.
Garrett, you know that your position in the Silent Hand may persuade him.
I am of the Silent Hand.
But why didn't you say so sooner? Ruffian, would you please get away from the door? It's worth more than you...
Nella, he's going to let us in. Please put down your axe.
Hammer, and all right.
If you wish to speak with the owner of this establishment, I'll lead you into the back room to talk with him.
Thank you.
Yeah, he opens the door behind him, and it leads you into an office place where there's a few people doing paperwork, a small security detail playing cards. And you go to a back room, and there's a well-fed dwarf kind of reclining back with a big cigar in his chair. He looks at you. Hello?
Good day, sir.
What brings you to my office?
Just some questions.
Like what?
Do you happen to sell Galamine Ale in this establishment of yours?
Galamine? No.
So a dwarf who would not be proud of his own people's craft?
Proud,
enough
yes,
to
but
sell it?
proud, yes, but the upper class view it as peasant swill, so It is not served at this fine establishment.
So then, I'm sure you wouldn't mind if we had a look around, would you?
Cedric, silent hand, sir. The dwarf rolls his eyes. Fine.
Does he smell like the ale?
He smells like tobacco.
Awesome.
This entire room smells like the stench of 1,000 well-enjoyed cigars.
Nella, if you would have a look around,
Please
I'll continue to chat with our dwarvish friend.
Please don't. I'm trying to muster the accent. Scottish. Please don't bother my wait. Don't bother my wait staff. I'll have to call the guard.
Nella's just gonna... How big is his office?
It's a little roomy. It's enough for... there's a library against one wall. Mostly culinary books. Few books on the finer things of fine dining.
He's like is he sitting at a desk or just in a chair?
Yes, he is sitting behind a desk with his feet on the desk in a chair. You do see that there is a liquor cabinet behind him.
Oh, she's gonna go to that.
Hey, Pastor Kyle Bailey. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. He watches you and goes, "What are you doing?"
Looking.
Yeah, you don't see Galamy in there. There's a lot of very interesting designs of bottles. However,
Now I must say, I must apologize for my lack of manners. My name is Garrett Arten. And yours? I go to shake his hand.
the main guy or the his help?
The owner.
He taps off the cigar and goes to shake your hand. Durandal.
No. Do you happen to know where your guard was 2 nights ago?
Around here, keeping guard.
And the ones specifically outside, or do you have more in your employ?
I have a small shift of shifting guards.
Do they
not to leave
live
the
around
premises.
here, or do they live more near your house, near your estate?
Some of them from all over the place. But when on duty, they do not go beyond the premises.
And they go where you go.
He nods.
Where were you a couple days ago?
Well, Friday I was at one of the weekly balls the mayor puts on. Sunday, I was here. Not a man of God. But, yeah, I'm normally here or home or at parties. Where were you last week?
Oh, I was in several towns over.
Huh?
a silent hand, you know I have business in, well, every part of the country.
Yes, yes. Hmm.
But what brings me to your establishment, though, in truth, I've been to a few today, is that a case of Galamine Ale has gone missing. Our friend, Deacon, from the Gather Inn, was expecting a shipment this week, and he never received it.
Oh, the poor kitty has a... Well, I'm afraid I know of no such goings on.
You sound like you're no friend of Deacon.
I'm part of the aristocracy. I can't afford to fraternize with Deacon.
But I'm sure you would be more than willing to hamper his business, no? Especially when it came to the selling of your people's finest ale.
We don't serve ale here.
Maybe not. But you might take it as a personal insult to have someone other than a dwarf to sell it. Or to even consume it.
I was an orphan once. I have as much care for my heritage as I do for your partner here.
You're saying you don't like pigs.
Nella is gonna go up to his desk and just kind of look at him. A small man. Have you ever had alcohol stolen from your diner?
Sometimes people try not to pay the bill. Hence, they end up in Fort Castellium, in their dungeon. There's a price to pay when you try not to pay.
Have you ever not received a shipment?
No, not really. Always arrives just on time, or early or late.
Do you have specific workers who fetch your supply for you?
Not really. No.
Have you ever had your shipments delivered by a ship known as the Sad Hag?
Well, the supply ships are whoever takes the job. It's not really for me to say who delivers what, when, how, why.
Can I tell whether or not he has lied in this
Insight.
conversation at all?
That'll be an insight check.
And this is for the entire conversation.
He seems like he's being pretty straightforward.
Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you for seeing us.
He gives a dismissive nod. He kind of waves you away with his bulked hand.
I also leave 3 gold on the desk as payment for his time.
He takes them and he puts them on top of the stacks of gold coin he already has on the desk.
And I walk out of the restaurant.
All right. Does Nella walk out of the restaurant?
Yeah, she walks out. She's gonna try and go behind the restaurant, though.
Okay. You find your way into the back alley easy enough.
They're like boxes or a back door, maybe.
There are boxes. There's a back door to the kitchen. As you look around, you don't get really any leads on there being Galamy there.
I would like to investigate to see if there's a hidden door.
Okay, roll an investigation check. Nella, as you are looking
Break.
around, you hear a little shuffling from a dumpster, and after a bit, you see a Kenku jump up onto the rim of the dumpster.
What are you? What are you?
That's a Cancun. It's an animal. That's a Cancun animal.
Is it?
A very annoying animal. Very annoying animal.
You.
It is repeating us. Yes? It's repeating.
Yes?
Do you know what a parrot is?
No. But there is an animal where I'm from that is like this. It's not as feathered.
It has the ability to mimic anything it hears. Anything.
Hey, boys! Over here! There's the shipment.
Okay, that is new.
Do you know what might have happened to Galamede? Well,
There's the Galamy.
Yeah.
Careful with it, bozo.
Wait, no. He's repeating things he heard from that night. That night.
creatures. What creatures took the L?
By the way, I got a 24 on my investigation roll.
There are no hidden doors here.
Dang it.
Was it dwarves? Humans?
You think there is a hidden compartment until you realize it's just a gnome door. Dwarves? No.
But he didn't say no to humans.
Where did these thieves go?
He points a feathered wing, further, west.
Towards Fort Castellium?
Not exactly. No.
Towards the rich homes.
In that sort of direction.
Okay. Can you show us exactly where? Or do you just know the general direction? Exactly where? Please take us.
He kind of steps down, starts walking, and
I follow him, obviously.
looks at you and goes,
Nella is gonna take one of her gold earrings and give it to him.
Exactly.
and starts leading you. I wish whoever originated that had the guts to come here, but I could tell from your laughing emojis that you're laughing at it, so rather than agreeing with it. Alright, yeah, he leads you towards there's the rich homes. There's also this extravagant manor in that district that he leads you to. It's kind of gated well below the actual footprint of the building, with a pathway leading up to it, and he kind of stops at the gate. Yeah, it's funny. It's also just sad because of how comedically misinformed you have to be to claim that, Wesley. He communicates the impression that that's
Exactly. Whose house is this? Though I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to that.
As you look, there's the placard on the gate of the estate of Mayor Sham Val.
That's exactly what I was afraid of. Okay. This is not going to be fun.
Is this as far as we can?
You see some people on the estate playing polo.
She looked at the bird.
I look up into the sky to find out what time it is.
It's directly noon now. What were you gonna say, Null?
She asks the bird if this is as far as it can go.
It nods.
I think I still have some.
And it slowly raises a half-eaten apple and starts eating it. It's clearly started rotting, something he scavenged, as he starts to walk away.
Right, there's a mimicking thing. Do you like fish? Fish? Fish. I have fish if you want food. Want food? Fish?
Fresh?
She gives him salted. That would still be good.
It's giving you an expression of curiosity.
She takes out some of the fish that she got. Like, okay. Cool, she gives it 2 more and then sends it on its way.
Scarfs him down and then runs away.
I am going to use my perception to see if I can find any way that I can sneak in.
Alright, roll a perception check.
Durable does this gate look?
Ouch.
It looks very durable. Seems to be cast iron.
Does it look climbable?
No.
In what way does it not look climbable?
It's mostly only vertical bars. The tops are spiked.
How high? How tall is it?
Taller than you. The door itself kind of arcs up at about 10 or more feet.
I'll just go 9.
Huh? Yeah, that's
I got 9.
you can't really see a good way in.
Have to get in there somehow. I wanna check on the lock on the door or on the gate.
It seems to be
I just wanna look at. I don't wanna break.
There is actually no exterior entrance to the lock mechanism. It's locked solely from the inside.
Nella is gonna look at Arton. These richer people, they find amusement in rare things. Is that true?
Yes. I don't like where you're going with this.
Well, we know that the ale is in there. and I do not mind being an oddity. I've lived it so far.
Puts a bad taste in my mouth.
As does me. But I promised Deacon that I would get his ale. And if it means acting like a animal, I'll persist.
While you devise a plan, of course, unfortunately, you're going to have to reiterate it to me. I will be right back.
You good if I do a gospel break?
I'm sure he doesn't mind.
I would appreciate that, and if y'all want to promote your content, since something's starting next week for you.
I'll be right back. You can do your thing.
Okie dokie. First off, gospel break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, put on your caps, grab your coffee, grab any type of snack that you want. I'm about to tell you a little story. So it all started about 6,000 to 10,000 years ago when God created the earth. God created Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve screwed up. They disobeyed God's command. Idiots. So what did they do? Or what did God do? God tossed them out. Said, hey, you screwed up. You don't get to live here anymore. So he tossed them out of the Garden of Eden. That was the first Adam. And because of Adam's sin, we are then partakers also of that sin. It is called the original sin, the Adamic sin. And all humans have to live with it. But we do not have to be slaves of it because of the second Adam, Jesus Christ, who came down, truly man, truly God, came down in the flesh to die on the cross for my sins, for your sins, for everybody's sins. Today is the day of the Lord's salvation. Accept him and believe in him, and you shall be saved. Today is the day of the Lord's salvation. Amen. Now, as for content, you can go check out all my stuff in the link tree in my bio. I got merch. I got a Patreon. I have YouTube. I have Instagram. Go check all that stuff out. Because you will be able to find some really great stuff. On my Patreon, I will be doing audiobooks for Christian novels. I'm looking forward to doing that more often. So, yeah. Go check out my link tree. Go follow all my stuff. Subscribe to my Patreon. You got tiers of $5, $10, and $15. And go buy my merch, please. Thank you.
There's also my merch, but I make significantly less off of that than my Patreon.
No, I'm actually making more off my merch than my Patreon because I have no subscribers on my Patreon.
I have a Twitch and a YouTube channel. Next, this Tuesday, hopefully, if no one cancels last minute again, I will be starting up a D&D campaign that I'm running. It has been on hiatus for about half a year now, a little bit more. So I'm excited to get back into that. It takes place in my own world, actually the world where my character is from, because my character is a homebrew, and it's very fun, and I've scarred the guys already. So he's in it.
Yep. As you get no Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm terrified
Who
of
sounds like Jar Jar Binks.
Hey! Ohana means family. Family means no one's left behind. And as for the comments, well, the DM of this game, the host of this live, is a Calvinist, so study up on compatibilism. James White has plenty of good lectures on it on his YouTube channel.
By James White being unbased.
Oh, he's very based. Anyways. Oh, Matthew Biz, long time no see. Alright. With that, and an apology for having to step away, we will return. So did y'all devise, what's the plan? What's the game plan?
I guess we are going to masquerade as for me, selling Nella as an oddity.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
assuming that's what the plan was going to be.
Oh,
he can pull off pompous and stuff, so he'll fit right in.
Ouch!
are you gonna wait
I
for
don't know if
the?
you're thinking of that actually as for me
No, not as you.
personally, or just my character.
Arton is pompous.
Well, I wouldn't say that necessarily.
You would. So your characters have the knowledge that there is going to be a ball this Friday, because it was said that it's done on Fridays. Hey, D-Man.
And it's like Tuesday?
It is currently Twendal Tuesday.
I was right.
So we have to wait 3 days to get into this ball.
Yes.
I could just get in as an oddity.
Time skips exist. You don't have to experience them. You don't have to experience every second in game.
Yeah. But also being in there and like being able to look around would be useful.
Yep. That would also give you time to get finer clothes.
Get what?
That would give you all time to get finer clothes.
So I don't need that.
And assassin's clothes are traditionally able to be used as common wear as well as formal wear.
Anyway, let's get into the rich people place.
I think we should actually wait for next time for that. So,
Alright.
if there's anything y'all want to do otherwise, we could do that. I don't know if our captain will be able to return before we decide to call it here. If you have
Maybe
some other stuff to do, we don't have to call it just yet. Sorry, what?
maybe we can go back to the Gather Inn and tell Deacon that we think his stuff is in the rich people place. Maybe he has some insight on that. Maybe he has a rival or something that lives up there.
Alright.
Well, not just in the rich people place. It's suspected that it was taken by the mayor.
Right. Let's see if Deacon has beef with the mayor.
Okay.
Deacon has beef with all aristocrats. As evidenced by the dwarf we just spoke to.
He's an
Aristocat. So do you head back?
Yeah, we'll head back. Just to give him an update of like, hey, this is where we think your ale has been taken.
Okay. As you enter, he's mopping the floor. Where earlier you'd seen Honest Tom sitting. And he looks at you and he goes, "I'm sorry, I don't serve lunch."
We're not here for lunch.
Oh?
Necessarily.
Is the mop taller than him?
Yes.
Interesting.
It's like an industrial mop.
I've used those. They're still not that tall unless he's really short.
He hunches. Anyway.
Okay.
We may have found evidence that your ale has been taken by the mayor.
Kind of rolls his eyes.
Sounds like this is not the first time that the mayor has taken something from you.
This is not the first time the mayor has done something corrupt, so I am not the least bit surprised. Just annoyed. I checked on your friends. I checked on your friends. They're stable, but the worse for wear.
They are exhausted. We've had a trying few days.
They seemed sick.
Mentally, most likely. Physically,
physically they seem sick. They're pale and clammy. Well, I do thank you for your efforts. Yeah. He goes back to mopping.
We know that some dance or ceremony is happening at the end of the week up there. How would you suggest we get in and possibly find your ale?
Look worthy of aristocracy.
I feel as that is impossible for me.
There's got to be something in the market that would fit you.
No, I mean, as far as I can tell from people's reactions of me, I am standoutish.
It's the exact point of aristocracy. To be different, avant-garde. Tritons who wear whole dead corals on their heads. Dwarves who have fine gold rings braiding their beards. Your outfit wouldn't get you in, but a complimentary outfit and your uniquity. And I'll warn you though, if you slip up with them, you might go to the Fort's Brig. I might unfortunately never hear from you again.
That may be the case when we leave Saints anyways.
It's a shame. I was hoping you'd keep in touch. Speaking of keeping in touch, isn't that a sending stone you have? What's your name, Nella?
Yes, it was a gift from a small friend of mine.
How tender. Well, I must be about cleaning this place. Dinner won't serve itself.
I'm gonna head upstairs and check on Donatello and Rafa.
They're still in the same shape they were this morning.
Nella's gonna offer help with cleaning, just because she has nothing else to do at the moment.
He seems very appreciative. He gets you some other cleaning supplies from the back room. Back rooms, no. And as the curtain draws back closed on tonight's session, you help cleaning him with him, and hopefully next week next week we do this fortnightly. We'll be able to have the full ensemble. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for playing. And again, if you enjoyed this, you'll enjoy Journey Through Miro from my lovely DM there. Or until we meet again, everyone have a good night. Until we meet again, everyone have a good night, and God bless.